Hello, welcome to my little corner of the internet. My name is Duchess Loveline. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, hi. So I am still going through my commentary on Jimin's Face album, but interspace between it, I saw a couple of video essays that kind of caught my eye. I was recommended to do fandom video essays by boracity magazine, but there are a couple already. I thought there was only one that she did, but apparently there are a couple, so I will go through them. But I think this is the most recent one that kind of caught my eye, and so I'm gonna do the fandom, I think, like all the other fandom related video essays a bit later. So the reason why this caught my eye was it was recommended to me by YouTube, and it says Army YouTube is a mess. And since I am technically a member of the Army YouTube community that does not exist, yeah, I kind of want to see what she has to say, because boracity, she seems very insightful and she brings up things that I never really thought that much about and educates me on a whole lot. So I want to see what she has to say. Maybe I can take notes and adopt it as well. So anyways, this is Army YouTube is a mess, boracity magazine reaction. The original video would be in the link, in my description. Please take time out of your day to actually watch it without my commentary, because this commentary is just kind of interspaced between the video, so you might not catch things, you might not hear things. So yeah, let's do it. This is Army YouTube is a mess by boracity magazine. Turn on CC, it's on. Okay.
There are different ways to consume BTS content, and depending on which platform you spend the most time, your experience will be different. But being on ARMY TikTok or ARMY Twitter is different from being on ARMY YouTube, because the whole fandom is on YouTube at some point, since almost all BTS's content is in video format. Music videos, live performances, concerts, interviews, behind the scenes, and Run BTS episodes are easily accessible on YouTube, but you still may watch all of this content on YouTube and not necessarily be considered a YouTube ARMY. There isn't an official definition of what a YouTube ARMY is, because these are just internet or fandom terms, but I see that it usually refers to the platform from which you consume BTS content the most. Since most of BTS official content is on YouTube, there isn't really a way to be an ARMY and not watch YouTube, like there's a way to be an ARMY but not have a Twitter or TikTok account. And I think that creates a big problem, because all of BTS content is in this platform, but the platform is a mess. Twitter ARMY is one of the most stressful platforms because there are so many useless conversations, but at least there are conversations. Twitter ARMYs are informed and up to date. It's on Twitter where ARMYs organize basically all of the charity, streaming, and buying projects. TikTok ARMY is highly affected by an algorithm that relates BTS content with K-pop content, creating another mess. But once you find the good accounts and fall into the right algorithm, it can be fun, at least. On the other hand, YouTube ARMY is a space that doesn't allow much productive conversation to happen between. On the other hand, YouTube ARMY
Good evening, Deborah. How are y'all?
is a space that doesn't have...
Oh my gosh. What? What is this? Stan Nini, K-pop lover 867. What is... Oh, wow.
allow much...
That's the community tab? Oh, that is... Yikes.
productive conversation to happen between ARMYs, and instead promotes cloud chasing, BTS reactors, fake BTS edits, and K-pop drama channels.
Wow, what a transition.
Wow.
The BTS reaction channel space here on YouTube is a little tricky. I feel like sometimes ARMYs are too harsh on reaction channels, and other times they're too gullible. My first video ever was about BTS reaction channels and how I categorize them. My conclusion was that reaction channels are okay when they are simply genuine and open-minded, but it's been exactly
by boracity magazine. I'm a reaction channel, I guess. I'm starting out as a reaction channel, so I guess that's something else I need to check out. So it's reacting to BTS for the first time. It doesn't really apply. Mine is more about commenting on BTS for the first time. because some of the songs I have listened to it, so I just haven't read the lyrics, and I haven't really taken the time to sit down and theorize what it means and connect with other people and see what the conversation around the particular songs or particular lyrics in a song might mean. So yeah, I'm not really reacting to BTS for the first time because I am a baby ARMY. I'm proud to be an ARMY. I just recognize the fact that I'm small and I don't know a lot of things about BTS, about the K-pop industry as a whole, or about music in general, and that's why I'm here. So I wonder if her video about reacting to BTS for the first time would apply to me. We'll see. She usually brings up a good point, so I want to see what she has to say.
A year since I made that video, and my opinions have changed a little because of two reasons. Number one, there are reaction channels reacting to my videos on controversial topics, showing a new face I didn't expect from them. And number two, J-Hope and J. Cole's On the Street music video has brought a new big wave of BTS reaction channels. And some of these don't seem interested in BTS. They seem interested in ARMY's engagement. And I guess I unintentionally started viewing reaction channels.
I mean, I'm interested in ARMY's engagement. That's kind of literally the whole reason why I created this channel, was to find fellow ARMY friends, honestly, because I don't have any IRL ARMYs in my life. Like, no, all my friends are just not into BTS or music really like that. So I am interested in BTS. That's me, but I'm also very interested in BTS. So she said they're not really interested in BTS, but they're interested in ARMY engagement. I happen to be interested in both. BTS are amazing artists. God damn it. I can't, what other adjective should I use other than amazing? Wonderful, like what? So touching artist? Is that a word? I don't know. But the point is, their music moves me in particular. Like, even if BTS aren't big, I don't even know how big they are. I just know the name BTS is famous. I don't really have a concrete idea of how big they are. And even if they're not big, and they're small, like their work alone still touches me, still moves me, and that's the most important thing. Like, something can be big and popular and just not move people emotionally, spiritually, so many of the Western artists that I've listened to, actually I listen to quite a bit of random artists everywhere, but just so many of the other artists that I listen to that are considered big and world famous and all that stuff, I just consume a music of theirs that I like and I move on. Like, I've never really felt sorry, give me a second. I've never really felt moved in particular. So sometimes even with big artists, I don't really, their music weren't really like moving to me. They didn't really touch my soul or whatever. So I really don't care that much of the numbers and in the sense of like, oh, I like them because they're famous and popular. Like, no, there are so many other famous and popular people that I've listened to, and quite frankly, I don't really care that much about them. I may not even know their first name or their last name or whatever because I really don't care. But BTS, no matter their size, I feel like I would also always care about them because of their artistry touches me, and that's why I care. So I am interested in BTS and in ARMY engagement, so please engage with me. It's so much fun talking to you in the comment section, knowing more about you as you know more about me, and just kind of build that connection there. That's kind of like my favorite part of this entire channel, the comments that we have, the connection that we will build and make.
A little more critically, because I now truly see the way ARMYs interact with them. This may sound like a different topic, but let me explain why the extreme and unjustifiable popularity of BTS reaction channels can damage the ARMY's base on YouTube. I always see people criticizing the very concept of reaction channels because they are not real content. There's little to non-creative or analytical input in the majority of these videos. People defending reaction channels will talk about good versus bad reaction channels, and they will use channels like Cody and Noel as examples of good reaction channels, but their quote-unquote reactions were more commentary than anything else, and the commentary space is not the same as the reaction space. It's true that their videos were not video essays or comedy sketches, and they were reacting for the first time to other people's content, but they prioritized their commentary and jokes. They even said that they would sit down and react to lots of videos, but if they thought they were not contributing much to the conversation or being entertaining enough, they would not upload the reaction. In other words, they valued the quality of their content. Now, I'm not criticizing every single BTS.
Yep. I totally get that. I consider myself to be a reaction channel mostly because I'm not creating the content that I'm reacting to. Like, Boracity magazine made, I don't know how many hours they spent to make this amazing video essay. Just because it says 25 minutes does not mean that she just sat down and recorded for 25 minutes. Like, no, to get all these clips, to write a script, to organize it, she must have spent a really long time on it. I just get to sit down, fiddle with my setup a little bit, play and react to it. I consider myself to be a reaction channel just because of that. I'm not the one making the video. I'm not the one organizing anything. If I were to have a video on my channel where I did do all of that, then yeah, that would be, content. Right now, it's really not, because I've just only sat down and watched other people's stuff. Yes, I do make commentary, and that's why my videos are so long. I'm talking about an hour for a track or a song that is less than 5 minutes. So yes, I guess I will call myself a commentary channel, technically, maybe. But yeah, to sit down and just watch something without saying anything or adding any value to it, then why would I post that? Why would I put that up? I might as well just go watch it offline on my own time. Like, not everything that I want to watch, like, I'm not always going to post things on my channel that I've already watched and reacted to, I guess, in real life. Like, some things I'm like, oh, I don't have much to say, so I'm just not going to bother posting it. I totally get these people, these two guys, when she said that that's what they did, because yeah, like, what's the point of just sitting there and watching and then the video ends and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that was a good video. The fuck? So yeah, I feel like I'm also a rambler, and like, I like to talk a lot, so you will not be bored watching. I guess you kind of would be if you listen, but if you just want to hang out, okay, as you watch me, grab a snack, a meal, or whatever, or just put me on the way home as you drive home or whatever, like, put me on your podcast. Well, it's not really a podcast too, huh? Point is, you can just play me talking, because that's kind of the vibe here on this channel, where it's not me lecturing you, it's not me making you laugh. Maybe I might make you smile, I don't know, but it's more of, let's just chill, let's hang out. I might have some questions that come up. Tell me in the comment below. You might have questions that come up, and we might put our heads together and figure out an answer that's, it's a chill vibe here. But for now, I do consider myself to be a reaction/commentary channel, and I think that's why on my titles I usually put both, like, whatever the title is, and then I end it with reaction commentary. Yeah, that's the only way I feel it would make sense for me to react to a video, or make commentary on a video, and still go out of my way to post it on my channel. If I don't have any commentary on what I'm reacting to, then what's the point, Even if it's like a first time reacting to something, and it legitimately is my first time reacting to something, if I just sit there and I'm like, oh, wow, ooh, yes, that's not commentary, and the video ends like, that's not commentary, like, that's not, I don't know, I don't feel it's worth it to me. Then again, I don't really watch reaction channels outside of, like, movie reaction channels, I guess, and that's because it's kind of fun to watch other people watch things that I've already seen, and see if they have other theories that I don't have. But for music, I don't really do that. So I guess it might be different. I don't know. Let me know if you want me to do things that might be a little bit different, that you feel might better my channel, better your enjoyment factor. Let me know, and I will see if that's something I can do. And if it is, I incorporate it, no problem. If it's not, then, we'll go from there. But yeah, I aspire to be a commentary channel and to have a community that engages my commentary. Agree, disagree, are neutral, whatever.
Other words, they value the quality of their content. Now, I'm not criticizing every single BTS reaction channel because there is an entertainment component that I think is just as valid as meaningful commentary. Take this channel, for example. He is a typical K-pop YouTuber I talk about in my first video about reaction channels, but he appears more genuine than most I've seen. But the criticism relies on the fact that this type of channels react to so much content that they won't really be able to process all the content they are watching. This channel reacted to one of my videos 2 times and he didn't remember watching it before, or he pretended like he didn't watch it just to watch it again. That is what's going to happen when you react to 10 videos a day. Is it going to be entertaining? Sometimes it can be, but it won't be very substantial. Now, if you tell me, who cares if it's
this point where, and the thing is, how did he get to that point? Like, no shade to him or whatever, but Boracity magazine is a very unique video essay type person, but especially for BTS. I've never really seen anybody do what she does. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to react to her, because she's so unique, right? So for you to watch her video, take notes on all the points that she brings up and somewhat be enlightened, because sometimes I'm sure she made a point or two that you didn't know as a reactor, and then for you to forget the entire thing just for you to do it again, do the same reaction again, because that means that you literally sat there, watched through the whole thing, said whatever you thought you were gonna say, like whatever you thought meant something, like, oh yeah, she makes a good point, like, oh wow, I didn't know this, that's so interesting to learn. Your video ends, and then as soon as it ends, you forget every single thing that you listened to, like the conclusion you made, the enlightenment that you had, everything. So then you do it again to then reach the same kind of conclusion and bring the same points and what? Like, I don't know. I feel like she said that that could happen, that probably happened because the YouTuber, this guy, reacted to so many random K-pop content in general. So I guess I'm gonna have to avoid that, because there is no way I would see myself having gone through like a lecture that is so important, that brings up so many valid points, and then forget said valid points for me to then react to that same lecture again. Like, what? No. I never say never. I don't know what happened in the future, but like, yeah, that I don't want to ever get to this point. Yeah. So I guess it's also a note to myself to really jot down what I've learned and keep that note, like keep it on my Google Docs or something, and also make sure to mark off videos that I've reacted to. That way I don't react to it again. Yeah, it's so weird and interesting. Like how you react to the same video at different times. Was it years apart? Maybe that's why he forgot. I don't know. Yeah.
Substantial or not, I don't want insightfulness, I want entertainment. I would say that is completely fine and valid, but don't treat these reaction channels as more than they are. They are normal people just like you and me,
Yes.
sharing a vague opinion on every topic they can. Supposedly,
Yes.
they are here to be a
Emphasis on vague. Okay, that's why that's why I keep titling my video titles on my channel as Baby Army, because it's the emphasis on I don't know shit. Okay, yes, there might be some things that I do know that I talk about. That's it. That's not always going to happen. I'm not here to lecture you. I don't know. And even if I'm a professional, right? There are things that I might know in my profession that you as a BTS army for a long time know better than they do, So it's don't hold people like me, YouTubers like me, to a high degree, no matter what our professional criteria is. Because, first of all, if we're that professional, we wouldn't be doing this in the first place, okay? I'm gonna put it out there. We wouldn't be doing this in the first place because we'd be busy with our profession. Second of all, the actual professionals, the people in the Grammy room or whatever, they are not great. We know. I've seen it happen. Yeah, they're not great at, being actual professionals. So if we're not taking their opinions to heart, why would you take the opinions of some random schmuck on the internet to heart? Like, now we're all sharing a vague opinion. We're here for a good time and a long time. On this channel specifically, a good time and a long time. But in general, for all YouTube reaction space, coming from a YouTuber, just take it as random entertainment, not necessarily gospel. Yeah, you might learn a couple things from it. That's great, but don't put us on some high-ass pedestal, because I guarantee you, no matter how professional these people are, these YouTube reaction channels are, if they're that good at deciphering stuff, they would already be making it, okay? Can you, people who are professionals and they critique BTS's work, I'm not saying that they can't critique it. I'm just saying that if they're that good, if they have all the answers, they would already be creating BTS level work in their own lives. They wouldn't be on YouTube talking about it. They would just go ahead and do it and earn the millions and millions of dollars. So, we're all on the same, we're here for a good time, entertainment. Don't put us on a pedestal. It's fine if there are some things we have to share, like how the music instruments are arranged, how the melody is created, how the song is written, what the metaphors and particular lyrics are referencing, the dance choreography and how that plays a role with the music. Yeah, they're professionals for every single one of those fields. Those are fine. But at the end of the day, it's entertainment. Just that's what it is. Don't, I don't know, put their opinions and use it as a way to diminish the hard work of BTS. Like, no, that's putting the cart before the horse. It's BTS is what they're reacting to, focus on that. And if there are any additional insight that you want to see or hear from a dance YouTuber reactor, or a YouTuber, a professional dancer who reacts to BTS, then yeah, go watch professional dancer reacts to BTS. I don't know how the videos are titled, but yeah, don't put us on a pedestal. We're here for BTS, so vibe with us, basically.
Be a fan or to learn along with us. They are not the artists, BTS.
Yes.
And don't tell me that some reactors also make music or something else on the side, because that is not what their audience is following them for. The audience follows them for their reactions to content the audience already likes. And that's something armies need to recognize before deciding whether or not to follow them. But that's not what I see most YouTube armies doing. Sometimes armies see a person saying positive thing after positive thing about BTS, and that is justification enough to defend these random people we don't really know. Just look at the latest controversy. This reaction channel was rapidly growing after he reacted to On the Street.
I don't know who the fuck this is. Who is this Chinese name?
But some armies noticed that he follows
Chinese. What? The least you could say is Asian. Come on, you're not that ignorant. Anyways,
shares the misogynistic ideas and expresses the hustle.
No shade to him. No shade to anybody. We're here for a good time. It's chill. Sorry, I missed.
Rapidly growing after he reacted to On the Street.
I don't know who the fuck this is. Who is this Chinese name?
But some armies noticed that he shares the misogynistic.
Also, I guess I can't really say anything much, because then I thought they were Japanese because of their music and interviews that they had in Japan speaking Japanese. But I guess that's based on actual, possible misunderstanding. I guess he's just assuming that they're Chinese just because they look Asian. I don't know. Or maybe he had a similar story to me. Does BTS sing in Chinese? I mean, in Mandarin or Cantonese? Was that why he was confused, or is he just confused because it was Asian? Like, one of those two things I can forget, because I'm like, okay, you know, if you heard a BTS song in Mandarin and you're like, oh, you know, you got that confused and that's why you thought he was Chinese, versus he just looked Asian and so you assumed he was Chinese. Yeah, one of those two things is ignorant, and the other one is forgivable. Okay, I will listen.
Who the fuck is it? Who is this Chinese name?
But some armies notice that he follows, shares the misogynistic ideas, and expresses the hustle cultural obsession of the non-follows, shares the misogynistic ideas.
Let's see. He likes Andrew Tate, that scum. I just found out that a BTS reactor I've been watching is an Andrew Tate fan. Let's unfollow him. He's making light of it. I can hear Andrew Tate telling me to get up and stop being a fucking brokey.
Ideas and expresses the
Dream come true, da 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 da. Quit my job. Passive income. Oh.
hustle cultural obsession of the
That
non-misogynist and human trafficker Andrew Tate, while still reacting to BTS and supposedly reading their lyrics and understanding their message.
I'm reading the lyrics, y'all. I'm reading the
No
lyrics.
way.
I don't give a fuck about the lyrics.
This guy was writing this.
I don't give a fuck. Like, no way. There's no way you're listening to BTS's lyrics and supporting scum, pretty much. I probably shouldn't curse, but, yeah, he is not a good person. If you don't know who Andrew Tate is, look him up. Google is free. Just take your time to, yeah, he's not a good person at all. Let's see.
Disgusting things about women on Facebook, a platform he promoted on his BTS react.
The minute I find out you're fat behind them close-up pics, I'm deleting you. Delete all the fat bitches on my face. I'm sick of this shit. Being 100, I don't have female friends because it's pointless as fuck to me. What? Plus, if I'm attracted to you, I'm gonna want to fuck you. There's no benefit for me personally. I'm not finna be crying on a bitch's shoulder and venting just now. Yeah, that's pretty misogynistic. You know, we do have value outside of being fuck toys, I guess. You know, if you're that horny, if you're that, go be an adult, okay? And go get yourself a toy or something. That way, at least you can shut up and not have to disgust real human beings, okay? Because, yeah, this is just pathetic and pitiful. Like, that's all you think about 24/7. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. None of y'all be going to the gym and I don't like that, whatever. You can't be my girl and deny me sex. I'm gonna cheat on you. I don't care. Wow. Stand up guy. This is the person who said they listened to BTS's lyrics. Sir. I was gonna say sir, but nah, you don't deserve that. Never depend on a woman. See, I look very cute today, okay? I did my hair, have my flower crown on, everything is matching. I look good today. My chapstick is on, Shimmy is right here with me, and I have two new music from BTS to listen to and enjoy. I'm not trying to be annoyed. I'm not trying to be upset. I'm not trying to be disgusted today. So I'm going to stop reading this man's bullshit. I just don't engage with this type of disgusting human beings in general. I just keep it pushing. That's how I do it. So if you want to know more, this is the screenshot. On Boracity Magazine's video, it's 5 minutes 38 seconds in. Yeah, I can't read any more of this. There's no point. I'm just gonna make myself angry and be in a bad mood, and quite frankly, it's Festa, okay? We are supposed to be in a festive mood, and that's That's that.
reaction videos. After he was called out by some of his subscribers, his response was simply, "Prove I hate women." So someone did. This reached even more people and his response was even worse. He incorrectly used an RM quote about change as an excuse for his behavior. He criticized people for digging up his comments from a long time ago.
Long time ago. These people, once they say that, they're not changing. They're not changing. Oh my gosh, it's such a long time ago. I'm a better person now. The fact that from between the time that was the long time ago and to now they're getting called out for it, you have nothing in terms of progress to show that whatever you did that long time ago didn't happen. You're only basing a fact that whatever you did that long time ago was a long time ago, and you're only using that fact to justify yourself, to justify not being called out or not being held accountable. Okay, if it really, and like if you were truly apologetic about something that happened a long time ago, before even being called out, period, not only you would hold yourself accountable and you would show active change between that period of when it happened to when you're being called out, so that when you are called out, you'd be like, yeah, that happened. I'm so sorry that I did this at that time. But when you look at the growth that I've had from then to now, I can make a case for myself having been changed. And so usually also the people who make this, it's a long time ago. Yeah, I don't know why you're digging it up then or whatever. It's usually not even that long ago. You can still find patterns of behavior, of recent behavior where said problematic behavior is still happening. Like,
Although the Facebook ones were from only 3 months prior, and the Instagram ones were from just the day before. And in my opinion, the worst decision he made was to, just like Andrew Tate, never ever apologize. He actually kept saying that he won't apologize. He insulted his own subscribers and then deleted tons of comments calling him out and asking for an apology.
All of these things show a distinct lack of accountability, because when you truly are sorry for something that you did, the fact that the harm that it caused is not just that at that one instance that you did it. It can carry on, sometimes for some people's forever. Like if you're bullying a kid and you bullied the kid, let's say I'm in college. Let's say I bullied a kid when I was in, I don't know, elementary or whatever. And now I'm in college, I'm like, damn, I was just a shitty kid. So I stopped being, like apologize for my behavior. But the thing is, I wouldn't just say, like, if I'm truly sorry, I wouldn't just say, well, it was a long time ago, it was elementary, everybody's dicks. Like, come on. And meanwhile, the behavior is me stabbing the person, and like stabbing them really deeply and they end up in the hospital and now they're paralyzed. Like, what? Or mentally torturing somebody and now they are claustrophobic, or now they have anxiety issues, or now they can't sleep properly, and it's been years and years. But for me, it was like that one instance a long time ago. I'm like, what, it was a long time ago, we're all dicks then. Like, come on, I'm a girl, like I don't even have the strength to like do that much damage to the boy, and we're all kids, it's fine. That is not what somebody who is truly sorry for what they did would say, because somebody who is truly sorry would recognize the fact that, yeah, at the time, what I did when I was a kid was fucked up, but also will keep being sorry about it because I know that the harm that I caused was not a one-time thing. The harm didn't just last a day for that kid. It lasted years and years and years. And that's how most problematic behaviors happen to the victims. Because when you only think of the fact that you're being called out, you're only going to focus on yourself. And what you're going to see when you only focus on yourself as a very self-centered way is that, oh, it happened so long ago, it's not important anymore. But when you are truly sorry, you focus on the victim and you realize that, yes, it happened so long ago, I'm really sorry. This is the amount of change that I've had since then. But I also recognize the fact that the victim might still be having the damage from that thing a long time ago, and it might still be affecting their life all the way through adulthood, if they even reach adulthood, right? So, it bothers me when people try to like suppress news or delete comments or run away from their actions oh, it didn't happen, nobody sees it, nobody should pay attention to it, happened a long time ago, sorry, like, move on from it now, you know? These are behaviors of people who were not not feeling truly sorry. They don't want to take accountability. Has everybody who's talking about this, who's watching me myself, have we all done some problematic things in our past? Yeah. Point is, be a better person. You apologize for it, and then you be a better person, and you make restitution. That's it. I was a shitty kid in when I was younger. I know that. Apologize to the victim. Apologize to whoever else you hurt. Be accountable for your actions. And that includes changing the part of yourself that felt the need to hurt somebody else, or felt the need to spew some insults or bullshit, or, not be a good person to other people. That's also a part of accountability, right? It bothers me when I see people who are called out for shitty behavior and their first instinct is to suppress the news, hide the evidence, delete the comments, so nobody that knows me, like, recently, that knows the new me would know the old me. Like, no, because you're doing all these things, you are the old you. You haven't changed. You just think you do, but you haven't.
When I see the people that be reacting to me, putting me in a negative light, these girls, they be ugly as hell. They be ugly as hell. It ain't like you a real pretty ass female, just like, oh my God, I can't stand the mirror.
His videos and community posts ranting non-stop are all gone, and he's regaining the subscribers he lost. Now, I will normally not care about guys like him, but it honestly surprised me the fact that there were and still are thousands of armies defending him. If you don't care about BTS's message and still want to follow guys like enemies,
What? Today, women call everything misogyny. The internet's ugly, but you aren't. I stand with Amir. The purple heart too. Oh, you must be children. Even if you're not immature in age, you're mature in, like, mentally. Okay, if you're not, I'm not even gonna insult children by saying this, because this is bullshit. Like, you have somebody like Greta Thunberg doing great things, so we know that right from time, kids know right from wrong. So this is just plain immaturity, not just in age but also mental, because you have grown-ass women, grown-ass men, grown-ass non-binary bays doing some BS, and they use the fact that they're grown to basically shield themselves from any growth at all. So yeah, this is just immaturity on display, because what do you mean? Or maybe they don't know the extent of what's happening. Because sometimes some of these people who are called out, what they do is they spin and twist the truth to make themselves the victim. And so their supporters would say, oh, I support you, because they believe in the twisted narrative, right? The lie that has been created to cover up the actual truth. So yeah, it could also be that. So they don't know. So they're reacting based off of false information, and they're like, oh, I stand with you. Oh, yeah. But then there's this one in the middle, Jungkook is type 7 or whatever, who is literally presented with what he said and was like, oh, no, I mean, it's childish, but is it misogynistic? No. What do you mean? How do you... when you don't value women, I'm just gonna use women as an example. When you don't value the input, when you are willing to hurt them for your own selfish reason because you don't value them as a person, that is misogyny. It's under misogyny. It's the hatred of women. It's the contempt of women. Do you want me to Google it for you? You can do that yourself, okay? Like, okay, not you. I'm just saying, like, this fictional person is probably never gonna see this video. Like, it's under misogyny. The same thing if the gender is flipped and you're talking about men, it's misandry. Like, these are things that hurt people. You can't just excuse it when, especially when there's no sign of taking accountability. There's no sign of apology and change. Not just, oh, I'm sorry, and change. Okay. We're festive. I look cute. We're festive. We're gonna be festive. We're gonna be happy. We're gonna we're not gonna be sad today. We're not gonna be mad today. Okay, we're not.
Defending him. If you don't care about BTS's message and still want to follow guys like this simply because they react to BTS, that is your right, I guess. But I would suggest to not get excited and become a faithful subscriber of every channel reacting to BTS who seems nice. This is just a weird theory of mine, but I've seen it happen so many times. Whenever there's a new charismatic YouTuber reacting to BTS, they will almost automatically gain 10,000 subscribers. Then they will go up little by little, but the fact that those 10,000 subscribers are almost guaranteed is concerning. I understand why it's exciting to see people become armies, but once they start gaining thousands of followers and money, not only from YouTube, but from Patreon, for content that I barely consider content, then their intentions can change. You may not always notice the real motivations, because they are not as dumb as this guy who guided his subscribers to the comments that will eventually harm his channel. But you need to be a little skeptical. Don't subscribe or blindly trust and support every person who seems nice and open-minded. We
completely agree with everything she says. I'm going to make a comment on the 10,000 subscribers and then relate to money. I don't know, because I don't. What do I have even double digits? I have no idea, but yeah, I'm not at that level yet. But I would just imagine that 10,000 armies. Can you imagine 10,000 armies who you get to have a conversation with, you get to comment in the section? I would love that. I would absolutely love that. That is amazing. The money aspect, though, I guess that would be cool too, but wouldn't it just be, how do I put it? Let me phrase this in a way that doesn't come off as shady or whatever. Like, how do you even make money off of it? Because you have copyright. Like, when I react to music on this channel, it's copyrighted and I'm okay with it. So unless you're like stopping every couple seconds, then what's the point? Like, are you that desperate? I'm sorry, are you that desperate for money? Like, what is it? Do you not have a part-time, like, sorry, not even a job, but like a part-time job to like keep the lights on in your house? Like, why would you depend on this for money? Like, okay, let me rephrase this or phrase this in a way that comes across well. This to me is a hobby. It's fun and I love it. It makes me happy. I don't consider this work because to me it's not work. But I do know that some people monetize their hobbies, like YouTube artists or Instagram artists or Etsy artists, that's fine for them. It's also their hobby and they use it for work. That's too. But to me, I don't know. I feel like when I make something more like not corporate because I'm not a corporation, but like I start to turn my hobbies into work, it lessens the joy I get from my hobby, if that makes sense. So to me, this is a hobby. This is something I want to do for fun. I don't aim to make money off of it. I guess if money comes, then I'm not going to say no to it. But ultimately, I'm here for a good time. Really? I guess that's how I would say it. But yeah, 10,000 armies to like just chat with. I don't even care about 10,000. Just a couple, 500. That's fine. 500 is a lot of people. I don't know, just 10. 10 is nice. It's like just, we chat, we talk about it, we get excited about the new music that came out. Take Two came out yesterday. Sorry, I'm going to it came out yesterday and somebody sent me a link of the translated lyrics. I only saw like the Korean lyrics in Apple Music and I was like, I don't know it, but like let me vibe to it. It seemed like a very soothing song, but then somebody sent me a link to a volunteer Twitter army that translated the lyrics for everybody and I was like, this is why armies are so amazing. So just the few subscribers I already have are doing these things to help me. That is so amazing and sweet. And that's kind of like the whole point of the channel. Yes, if the channel grows, then, that's great, but that's like more armies for me to connect with, and just fangirl, fanboy, fan anything over, right? But that's it. Like, to turn this into work, sorry, that's blowing my mind. Unless it's like work to organize or make it a community that's dedicated for streaming and buying, then I'm like, okay, I guess, make sales and fundraise and whatnot, so you have money to stream and buy BTS's songs. Yeah, I can see that happening. I can see myself doing that. Yeah, but it's a hobby for me. We're here for a good time.
We can be welcoming by giving them information and requests, while at the same
Yes. Welcoming by giving them information and requests. That is the only reason. Sorry, that's the main reason I started this YouTube channel. Because otherwise, I would just be on Twitter, stalking people there and trying to see if I can piece together information that they're sharing with each other. But half the time they're talking in code, and I don't know enough code. Like, I barely understood what OT7 meant, but I still don't know if it's an abbreviation of something, where it came up, the history behind it. But I do know, OT7 means you like 07. So, like, they do speak in those kind of codes, and sometimes I'm like, what does this mean? And nobody answers me, so I'm like, But I see that in YouTube comment section, people are so much more open to, like, give me paragraph after paragraph after paragraph about content. And I'm like, yes, keep it coming. Give me the recommendations. Give me everything. Give me information I want to know. So yes, please keep being more welcoming. You guys are already doing an amazing job.
same time being a tough audience, a nice, welcoming, tough audience. So how can we make sure that we're not following someone who may be like this YouTuber in secret? There's really no way to know, but I personally find it really difficult to subscribe to a channel that has misleading thumbnails or titles, also known as clickbait. I see some armies saying that there are some YouTube channels that clickbait a lot, but they are so nice and respectful.
BTS songs, or just like random news videos or whatever, like BuzzFeed, or sometimes CNN does it, or some of these like established media, and then you have the up and coming media also doing it. Like, I hate clickbaits. I hate it. I don't care what the topic is about. It just, as soon as I see it, I'm like, and then I read the article, I'm just like, I'm not reading articles from these places anymore, because they partake in that misleading misinformation campaign. Because you do have people who only read the headlines, and they just to get like a snapshot, because say they're on break at work and they don't have enough time, so they just read the headline and they're like, oh, this didn't happen, okay, and then you move on. For those people, you've just misinformed them. You have actively spread misinformation. That is not good. That's a very shitty thing to do. So I don't engage with clickbait. I don't like it. I'm not gonna do it. If I say army or terrible, I'm gonna, like, my video is gonna be about army being terrible. That's it. Like, it's not gonna be army terrible. Just kidding. No. Okay, but we both know armies aren't terrible. I'm not terrible. I'm assuming that the people who do so much volunteering, so much giving, so much like just spreading love and kindness and everything are not terrible. They're not terrible. Yeah, okay.
In the actual video. And I'm sorry, but you just fell for their tactic.
Yes.
Let's learn something from this situation. Once a YouTube reaction channel starts getting clicks and money, their honest interest in BTS may become interest in BTS's audience, in ARMY's engagement. So what I do is, before clicking on a new reaction video, I go to their channel and see if that first time reacting to BTS is true or not. Because the amount of times I've seen people title their videos first time reacting to BTS when they've been reacting for months or even years, it's annoying. I feel like the reaction channels who constantly clickbait their videos tend to be money hungry. Their content is lazy to begin with, and treating an audience known to be an easy audience just feels cheap. If they don't like the title...
She is going in hard. I like her because she doesn't hold back. Like, she explicitly says what she means and stands on it, and also provides evidence to back her what she's saying up. Goes hard. Yeah. Like, why would you lie on your YouTube title? Is it that serious? Okay, like, to be an influencer, is it that serious? You don't have a job outside. You're not going to school. You're not doing something productive in your IRL that you have to manipulate people to make this online thing work. Come on, come on.
Title format of artist song reaction, they can be creative. It's possible, I've seen it. But there's no reason for this creativity to be deceiving.
Yeah, my titles aren't particularly creative. They're just kind of straight to the point. Song, reaction commentary. Yeah. Because if it's just commentary, that means I'm just talking about it. I'm not really watching the video. So, for example, if I'm saying, Baby Army reacts to like crazy, reaction commentary. If it was just a commentary, then I wouldn't watch the video of like crazy in my video. I would just talk about, hey guys, welcome to my little corner of the internet. So like crazy felt like this to me. It meant like this to me. This particular lyric stood out to me because of XYZ reason. That would be a commentary. Reaction would be, hey guys, we're watching, guys, hey all, hey all, yeah. We're watching like crazy from Jimin today, and then you just watch it. That's a good video. We'll see you next time, or whatever. So I kind of do both. I watch whatever it is I'm watching, and I make commentary on it. So that's why I just say reaction commentary. My titles are not creative, but they do get the point across that this is what I'm doing, and this is what you should expect from me. Yeah, creativity is, fun. I don't know anything about this YouTube thing, so I'm learning a lot. So I'm kind of starting out with the basics, and then we'll go from there, hopefully. Try Bluey is kind of lame for ending BTS week. Huh, that's interesting. Low-key lame for ending RM week. YouTube tried to stop Try Bluey from listening to some original songs by BTS Jungkook. Yeah, it's pretty unique.
Possible, I've seen it. But there's no reason for this creativity to be deceiving. This is just a little personal opinion, but I find it deceiving and
he also, I'm not the only one who does an hour-long video on YouTube. Yes, I'm not the only one. His video is 48 minutes, 32 seconds. This other one is 55 minutes, 10 seconds. Oh, does he do multiple videos? Or maybe he's like me, he just reacts to one video and spends the rest of eternity talking about it. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be the only BTS ARMY YouTube rambler. That's funny.
Deceiving. This is just a little personal opinion, but I find it deceiving and some type of clickbait the way some channels don't write the word reaction whenever they react to my videos, making it look like they are the ones about to do the commentary instead of someone else. Again, this goes back to the discourse on commentary channels versus reaction channels. I believe in transformative content because that's what I do. I don't have any problem with YouTubers reacting to my videos, but I don't like it when reaction channels present themselves as commentary channels because that's not what they are. If they are good in their reaction field, there's no reason to clickbait viewers. I want to believe that some of these channels do it unintentionally, but I can sense that others clearly know what they're doing. We also need to pay attention and stay away from misleading or exaggerated titles like "Hater reacts to BTS for the first time, will I change my mind?" That is just icky. Don't give them the attention they are desperately asking for. Another thing I do is a personal preference, but if I see that a channel is reacting to every single K-pop group in existence, I don't bother watching their BTS reactions because they tend to say positive comments about everyone to gain every fandom's engagement. I'm especially careful with those channels who react to 10 videos a day because it's mostly low-quality commentary.
Okay. Reacting to multiple K-pop groups. Quite frankly, to be honest, well, that might sound nice on paper. There's just way too much BTS content. I'm so sorry. If you're expecting that on this channel, it is not gonna happen for a long time. And see, let me just give it real. If BTS were to stop all, I know they're in hiatus right now, but if they were to stop performing, putting out content, recommending anything right now, it would take me years to go through their work. years. They have music, and you see how long it takes me to react to just one less than 5 minutes music video, or just music audio, period. They have that. They have live performances. I haven't even started on that. They have multiple live performances where they switch up things of the same song. Those switched up elements, what are the theories behind that? I don't know. That's also something we need to deep dive. There are TV shows, different types of TV shows with multiple seasons. And then, was it 2 days ago, yesterday, something like that? Somebody sent me a link on Twitter of book recommendation that RM shares with armies. And that, I swear to God, it's like 6-7 books on there. Books. And we know that he must have picked up some inspiration from those books to then incorporate in his lyrics. So I'm already spending an hour listening to a song and diving deep into the song. And then you're telling me I have to spend a couple of days to read a book to then try to see what inspiration was gotten from that book that he used in his music. Do you see where I'm going with here? And they also have games. Like, there is a lot of content that I cannot see how you would shallowly react to so many different groups and have something of import to say, or a deep dive deeply into the inspiration behind those groups, inspiration behind the art that they are sharing with the world. I don't see it. So I'm not, no shade to whoever would do it. I would do it if that's what you want, in the sense of like, hey, this song from RM is inspired by this other song from this other artist. You can react to it, and see what you think. And I'm like, okay, sure, I'm fine with that. But to react to so many groups that I can't even fully dive deep into BTS, that doesn't make sense to me, because I'm here to learn about BTS. So yeah, everybody does whatever it is they want to do differently. That's fine. I'm not shading these groups that might react to 1,000,001 K-pop groups. I guess I just don't see how you would concretely understand the art behind every single thing that they do. Or maybe those artists that they're reacting to don't really have much content anyways outside of the music. So it's just so easy for you to react to a bunch of them, and maybe the art isn't as deep, or so like it's just kind of for fun. And so it's like, oh, you're just kind of vibing with them, hanging out with them. So I guess that might work. I don't know. People can run their channel however they feel like. There's nobody that could tell you how to run your channel. And if you want a channel to be run a particular way, then you go make your own YouTube channel. Just like boracity is doing. It's her opinion. It's the way she wants to run her channel. And so she does it. My channel, I've already explained how I will be doing it. So, yeah. Okay. Moving on.
Everyone to gain every fandom's engagement. I'm especially careful with those channels who react to 10 videos a day, because it's mostly low quality commentary.
Can you imagine reacting to 10 videos? Okay, so do you know how long it takes me to just record one video? React to 10 a day? Yeah, that's gonna be a full-time job for 2 people. Let's see how long it takes for the secret comment.
It's almost never about having a genuine...
I mean, in that particular case, I'm not mad at it. Sometimes you kind of just want to immerse yourself in the music. Yeah. I'm not mad at whatever they did there, where it's like they just kind of sat there and was listening to the song and wasn't really making that much commentary. Maybe they saved the commentary at the end. But then again, for boracity to include them here, I doubt that they did have commentary at the end, like in-depth commentary. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't find any problem with just sitting there and kind of vibing with the song and then saving a commentary at the end. Because sometimes I do it. Sometimes I do have commentary in between listening to the song. But if I'm listening to a song for the first time ever in my life, yeah, you bet your ass I'm saving my commentary to the end because I want to enjoy the song.
Genuine or entertaining conversation. It's about mass producing reactions people are guaranteed to watch. There's no love or care for the quote unquote content they make. It's all about those thousands of army views. I remember there were these 4 guys who used to react to 10 videos a day with 0 commentary. And I loved these guys so much because they were genuinely so bad. It was fascinating. They would also react to my videos, and one time they said something stupid in one of my controversial videos and they received some criticism from armies. So they deleted the video and continue reacting to my videos like nothing happened. They are now reacting to the same videos with other people. You know, monetizing the same content twice. But it's still fascinating. Their dedication to be as bland as possible and attract the worst of K-pop communities, like shippers and solos, should go to the history books. There is also this other channel that I find similar, but they are better at covering their tracks. They also gain a lot of subscribers because they react to 10 videos a day, but they were also nice and open-minded. However, once they reacted to one of my videos that requires K-pop fans to think a little about the industry they stand, they got defensive. I believe this is because they, just like the majority of K-pop reactors, love everything and everyone, and they don't want to think critically about anything. So there's no real analysis, because analysis sometimes leads to criticism, and they think that their audience just want to hear praises for everyone. So they did an Amir. They started insulting their audience in their comments, and then they deleted their reaction. So future subscribers, including armies, cannot find any of this. These type of reaction channels who upload 10 videos a day don't necessarily use clickbait on their thumbnails, but I consider the presentation of their channels some form of misleading content. These reactions after reactions can attract an excited fan looking for a channel with lots of reactions to their favorite artists, but they lack commentary and are almost never insightful or entertaining. So talking about commentary channels with deceiving clickbait, I'm going to address the best in this field, K-pop drama channels.
Well, I do really like BTS, but not because for them, but
I haven't even been in this sphere for long, and these drama channels get on my nerve. Like, the amount of times I've almost had a heart attack because of some of their title. I'm like, wait, what happened? And then I go and watch, and then it has nothing to do with their title. I'm like, why would you do this? Why would you Photoshop fake thumbnails and Then I just stopped. I was like, I don't care what happens. If it's not on Twitter and other people are not reacting to that thing, I'm not paying attention to it, because F this. I was so scared many times that something bad had happened, or somebody got hurt, somebody was stalked on, somebody was like, just so many bad things happen, and it turns out to all be false. That when bad things genuinely happened with, like, Jin in the military, no, the military vaccination thing, not him going to the the military vaccination thing, and how that was severely mishandled, and Jungkook's stalker incident. Like, when those generally bad things happen, it's kind of sus. Like, trying to figure out, wait, is that actually real, or is this just being made up for more content or whatever? So I just completely stopped on YouTube. Drama channels on YouTube, I just stopped bothering. I just go on Twitter and get the news over there.
but because for me, like, I want more BTS.
What?
Well, I do really like BTS, but not because for them, but because for me, like, I want more BTS so that I can sustain my channel.
You don't like BTS, but you want to keep talking about BTS because you want your channel to have army engagement. That is disgusting. That's absolute disgusting behavior. What? Maybe I'm getting that wrong, because why would you? Why would you do that? What's the point? Do you not want any enjoyment of what you do? What? It's like me dedicating my channel to talk about a group that I don't like. For what? Why would I do that? Just because other people like it, and so I'm over here saying insincere things that I truly don't believe, just to fool the fans of those other groups that I'm talking about. That I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm new into this space, but from what I'm seeing, people are taking this thing way too seriously. Like, chill, bro. Be honest, be kind, be genuine. If you don't like what you do, go do something else. It's fine. Oh, yeah.
I think one of the main reasons the YouTube Army space is not as productive as Twitter Army or even TikTok Army is because we don't actually have a space here. And if we do, it comes with conditions. Twitter armies and sometimes TikTok armies surround themselves and have conversations with other armies. But YouTube armies interact most of the time under a borrowed space, a YouTuber's comment section. And this can create some problems. Reaction channels who react to BTS are constantly learning, and they don't know or care to share army's goals, plans, and guides. There are exceptions.
Oh, that's true. I don't know if I've talked about this earlier, but on Twitter, there's a lot of like goals that armies would come together to organize, and for voting, for streaming, for sales, for charity work that I've seen on Twitter, and I'm like, I want to talk about this. I want to share this with people, but I don't know enough about how to vote, how to create playlists, how to stream, how to collect donations and utilize those donations and disperse it properly, that the albums and the songs are actually bought and stuff like that, to effectively present it on this YouTube channel, right? So this entire time has been spent learning about it, learning how to create playlists. There are different ways of creating playlists for different platforms. Your playlist for Apple Music will not be the same way you create that playlist for Spotify, even though it might have the same songs in it. But due to the goal, like say you're focusing like crazy, apparently with Apple Music you have to have one song in between. So your first song is Like Crazy, your second song is On the Street, your third song is Like Crazy, your fourth song is D-Day, your fifth song is Like Crazy. That would be a Like Crazy focused playlist. But on Spotify, you do 2 songs in between, or 3 songs if you're a free account. If you're premium, you do 2. Like, there's just different rules for different things, and then the YouTube has its own rules. Like, Pandora has its own. I don't even use Pandora, but apparently that's also really, really helpful if you use it. There's so many things to learn that you can do as an army, as an active army, to help a BTS not just win things but maintain their legacy. Because if you don't help them, then there's nobody else to help them. Like, if army doesn't help vote or help stream or help buy songs, who's gonna do that? 2 months ago, I might have heard about BTS, but I wasn't an army then. I certainly am telling you, I wouldn't do it. I didn't even know that I had to do it, So if army doesn't step up for BTS, who are they gonna step up for?
Like Shiki and Celeste, but they really are exceptions. The army conversation in a YouTuber's comment section is even worse when our borrowed space is a K-pop drama channel. You just need to see some of their thumbnails. K-pop drama channels have some of the most disgusting
stuff like this. Nicole leaving Hyde for dating JK. Where did that come from? Nowhere. BTS will get disbanded now. Like, they're just so anxiety-inducing for no reason. No reason at all.
Channels have some of the most disgusting clickbait I've seen in my life, and it really bothers me that I've seen the same justification for them. They have horrible clickbait, but their actual video is respectful.
It doesn't matter.
I don't care.
Exactly.
This type of really disgusting and false titles and thumbnails with bland commentary just prove that all K-pop drama channels want are those army clicks without facing the consequences of misleading army. I suggest to not engage with these videos at all. Don't click them. Don't watch them. Don't believe their alarming titles and thumbnails.
And they
just
have so
look at
many
them. This one
subscribers
says,
too.
OMG,
Almost
Jungkook and Jimin
500,000.
attend Suga brother wedding in Seoul, BTS at wedding event. None of this is real. Suga was not at his brother's wedding. It was a famous hairstylist wedding. Jungkook and Jimin were not there at all. These pictures are just very bad Photoshop. The worst part is that once this K-pop drama channel faked this news, other channels copied it. This is an insane amount of people being misinformed. This other one says, RM live on Weavers with Jungkook announces military enlistment. And in the thumbnail, RM says,
like
I'm going
Twitter,
to
where you just buy
military, and Jungkook responds, Hyun, please don't leave. None of this is real. Namjoon wasn't live on Weverse. Jungkook has never said any of this in any of his live streams. There was no military announcement at all. This one is crazy. It says Jungkook at police station after stalker arrested and takes action against Saseng. Again, none of this is true. There was no Jungkook at police station, no stalker arrested, no Saseng, no anything. It was all completely made up, but people believed it. And I'm not showing the worst. Some K-pop drama channels clickbait scandals surrounding death and illness. It's truly disgusting.
I just don't want others to think I'm crazy. I just don't want others to think I'm crazy.
You are crazy. What is with these titles? V in hospital, V forced to leave after fight crew. You manipulate people's emotions. You manipulate people's emotions just because you want what? Money? Disgusting.
Let me remind you that Taeyeon and HYBE sued this type of K-pop drama channels from South Korea, but they cannot do the same with international channels because the defamation laws are different in every country. So let's do our part. These channels damage BTS and make YouTube ARMY paranoid for no reason. These channels make a lot of money by fooling armies, and I assure you that in their comment sections there won't be a single productive conversation about our fandom goals or guides. It's useless conversation only. Not everything is completely horrible in ARMY YouTube. Some of the most entertaining content are BTS funny videos and edits. These are actually pretty successful at attracting a lot of new fans. However, there are some channels and an audience of millions who think it's funny to add fake subtitles to videos of BTS reacting to their own videos and making it seem like they're reacting to something else. And I just don't understand why someone would enjoy this. It's not only fake, but it's also boring. I even see some comments with requests to make fake subtitles to another video. They're giving fake reaction ideas. This type of audience is also the same audience who loves those nonsense voting community posts. So this is the YouTube ARMY / K-pop conversation that has thousands and thousands of people participating. Who is your favorite idol with double eyelids? 800,000 votes. In the comments, all of them, to be honest. They are a hot dancer, a short hair goddess, a rap god, and a beautiful dancer. It's all about double eyelids. But this is about double eyelids, not about hair, dance, or rap. Because in that case, these others are better. I know, and I like all of their eyelids. This one is my favorite. Favorite K-pop idol with nose mole. This is a thing. Favorite K-pop idol with a mole on their nose. 500,000 votes. These are the comments. I can't vote between Tae and Jungkook. Both are my favorites. The question is, which idol have mole on nose? And it's Tae. I think you should read the question first. Well, Jungkook also have mole on nose. And the question says, favorite idol with nose mole. Apparently, all the idols mentioned here have them. Today, I got to know Jungkook got mole on nose. Maybe I forgot. I don't know. Who cares? Why are we talking about this? Why does favorite vampire in K-pop receive 750,000 votes? Now, I would recommend to not send hate to any comments or even the channels starting these conversations, because by the language I see in some community posts and comment sections, some channels with thousands of subscribers are literal kids. I'm talking 12 years old and younger. The real problem comes when these videos, posts, and comments are hyped up while comments informing about a new song, a current voting, or important news receive criticism. The amount of times I've seen people write, "It's not that serious, BTS doesn't need our help," and encouraging to not stream is concerning. This type of content is what
BTS doesn't need our help. They very much do. Like, absolutely. I was there for the whole like crazy debacle. I've been there for some of the more recent releases, and even I know, as somebody new to this space, that the amount of sabotage that they get, absolutely ridiculous. If they didn't have the following that they do, they would have just been buried in sabotage. I don't think they'll be able to overcome it, because people wouldn't be able to, there wouldn't be anyone to shine a light on it. There wouldn't be anyone to devise strategies to get around it. We're all that they have. Like, what do you mean they don't need our help? They absolutely do. part of me even wanting to be an active BTS army, as opposed to just listening to BTS on my own time, which I also do, by the way, and just never make a YouTube channel, is because I want to know of better ways to actually help. The more visibility I get from my channel, from my Twitter, the more people I can ask to help me when something comes up and I'm like, okay, how, like, what are our plans for this? How do we brainstorm to get around this? How do we brainstorm so like crazy sabotage doesn't happen again? Just so many, D-Day's Hagum's freezing of views and stuff like that. There's a lot of BS that happens. Okay, there's a lot of BS that happens. But it seemed like with almost every single release, Take Two happened, and some people couldn't find it in their Spotify, and it like some other people could find it. It was released, but some other people like just random sabotage like this. More people can have like put their heads together to make some sort of solution that we can follow and help implement said solution, so yeah, it's just anyways.
Recommended to YouTube armies. These are our conversations, and I hope we can change this. I asked on Twitter if there's any reliable ARMY channel that covers BTS news. Most of the answers were sad, but here are some of their suggestions. Proceed with a lot of caution, however, because not everyone agrees. Remember to be a tough audience. Check how their channel looks before watching their videos. Check that they are not sharing rumors or unofficial information from sasaengs or the paparazzi. Watch multiple videos and decide by yourself if their content is too K-pop or too invasive or too attention-seeking or too clickbaity for you. But I would still recommend you to consider joining ARMY Twitter because it's fast. The negative side is that there can be a lot of toxicity. So to have a good experience there, you will have to clean your TL, which is basically blocking some toxic accounts that tweet misinformation, engage in fan wars, and spread solo or multi ideas. This is not something that you can do on ARMY YouTube. YouTube is the one recommending some channels over others, and you cannot really block them. On Twitter, you need to think critically about the accounts you decide to follow, but I consider most fan bases to be very professional. It's the persons you decide to follow, but I consider most fan bases to be very professional. It's the personal fan accounts that need some skepticism before following them. Maybe you don't think it's necessary to follow ARMY fan bases in other platforms because YouTube guides and funny videos are enough to be updated, but they are not, and you won't really notice how much you're missing out by staying only on ARMY YouTube. The positive side is that this platform can work as both a social platform and a streaming platform. There's no Spotify ARMY or Apple Music ARMY or Tidal ARMY. I mean, there is, but they cannot interact with each other in these platforms. On YouTube, however, we can talk while we stream. I talk about it multiple times, but if you're not sure why every single ARMY should stream, please watch these videos. In summary, the industry has everything in their power to make us stream and buy less, because BTS's success is not the industry's profit. So they cheat, minimize, and steal from BTS in the hopes that their ARMY becomes lazy.
I've learned to try to pace myself. That way I don't get burnt out when it comes to helping BTS achieve things. Because if I do too much at once and then I burn out, who's gonna keep helping? So it's important to pace yourself, but it's important because that pacing yourself helps with avoiding burnout and therefore avoiding not having anybody to support BTS so that they can keep making great music, so that they can keep helping even more people. I feel like reacting to this woman and her videos is like going to school and listening to lecture after lecture after lecture, because this is a full-on class. I feel like I should be taking notes. I'm going to finish out this video, and then I'm going to go on my own time and rewatch this video and take notes. And also take notes on the previous videos I've posted, just so that I can remember things that I'm like, okay, I should do this or I should avoid doing that. you know, and be a productive army member. Yeah, it's it's a full-on class. A course, not even class, sorry, a course. Damn, okay.
So to prove them wrong, the best we can do right now is get back to our mentality from 2017 and 2018, when Army were accomplishing things with no industry support. I already talked in detail about what we can do to maximize our streams and go back to our 2017 mindset, but those felt more like suggestions. So in this video, I will be very clear. I want every Army watching this video to participate. If you don't want to share this video, that is fine, but you can still share the ideas. So, number 1, avoid watching color-coded videos. These are not official videos by BTS, and every view goes to a random K-pop channel, not to BTS.
I watched them. Oh, okay, I guess I should avoid watching, because I watched them for the lyrics, you know. But then somebody recommended me Duset Bangtan. It's raining outside. Oh, dang. Yeah, so I don't really need lyrics. And so I don't really watch the color-coded lyrics anymore. But I used to watch it. Okay, I guess we're not going to watch it. Why, though? What's the problem with it? Because it's still copyrighted, right? So it's not like they're taking money from BTS, because BTS's company would automatically claim this color-coded video due to the copyright.
1. Avoid watching color-coded videos. These are not official videos by BTS, and every view goes to a random K-pop channel, not to BTS.
Oh, the view count.
These become
That's the
billions
problem.
of BTS streams lost. So if you're one of the ones complaining about YouTube deleting views on official music videos, you should not help them by watching these unofficial videos. Number 2, do not write spam comments. We've been saying this for years, but comments with emojis don't freeze views. That is a myth. The only way emojis could freeze views is when it's all you write again and again. But writing a comment with one emoji or two won't affect views. What actually can be considered a bot is someone replying no emoji to every comment. So don't copy and paste your comment everywhere, or your views will be deleted. If you see an actual spam comment and someone already called it out, either ignore or like the response. But responding the same thing over and over again can be an excuse for YouTube to consider your account a bot account and delete your views. Number 3, act normal. By this, I mean the YouTube definition of normal. This means log into your YouTube account, turn off autoplay, and don't look at the videos. Turn YouTube's volume all the way up and control your computer's volume. You cannot really watch a video.
I didn't know about the turning up the volume of the YouTube video all the way up.
With less than 480p quality, so make sure it's at least this number. Watch other BTS music videos, dance practices, and Bangtan bombs, as well as other unrelated videos you like. Most importantly, interact with the videos. If you want to go back 5 or 10 seconds to rewatch your favorite part, do it. Like the video, leave a comment, and respond to other armies. Number 4, forget about the first 24 hours rule. A lot of people stream a music video a lot of times in the first 24 hours and then forget about it. The first day views are important, but believe me, longevity is so much more valuable. So remember to stream every day. In the first 24 hours, it's better to not use playlists because YouTube recognizes these views days after. But for longevity, it's okay to use playlists occasionally because sooner or later your views will be counted. What I still prefer to do is use playlists the days I'm very busy, but the other days I manually add the videos to a queue. This takes me less than a minute and it has the advantages of a playlist. Finally, remember to make it fun. Streaming is simply listening to music, so don't only use Spotify. Listen to BTS from their music videos while you clean, drive, cook, or study. If you don't have the time to listen to music, take 4 minutes of your day.
Especially drive. That's why I'm like, oh, I've heard this song, I've heard that song, but I haven't read the lyrics because I'm literally driving.
to watch at least one music video a day, because one is better than none. Just
Watch
remember
music
to switch one
videos
BTS
as well.
video
Okay.
and one solo video every day, and prioritize the new songs.
Okay, so this is why
and just
I
a
said
heads
that I
up,
have
when
to, like,
streaming Amygdala,
write-
try to do it manually, because when it's on a playlist,
write
it
out
may
notes,
not play,
because
since
she's
there's
giving so many
explicit
good
content you need
advice.
to accept the conditions. So
Yes, I've
if I'm
seen
very
that,
busy and need
and
to
then my
use a
playlist
YouTube
will stop,
playlist,
and I
I
have to, like,
always play
go and
Amygdala
check it
first
and
and
press
then
agree.
click on a playlist or start a queue. Number 5, get YouTube Premium. If you can afford it and you really want to make sure that every single one of your streams is counted, get YouTube Premium. You won't get any ads, you will be able to listen to videos while your screen is locked, you will have access to some free movies, including Burn the Stage the movie and
movie.
the series, and
They
you will
also have that
automatically
movie.
have a YouTube Music account, which is a streaming platform just like Spotify or Apple Music. You will be able to listen to full albums, make your own playlist, and easily switch from audios to music videos.
Oh,
So
nice.
that's it. Army YouTube has a lot of potential, and I really hope we can all reinvent this space. Let's be careful with the way we interact with reaction channels.
Okay.
Let's ignore clickbait and K-pop drama channels, and let's talk about important releases and the fandom's goals while we watch these funny edits and music videos.
Did they just call me beautiful? Hey, okay. Yes. Did I have any ending comments? No, I think I pretty much said all I needed to say. Yep. Okay, I've said all I need to say. I don't really have any ending comments. But thank you, boracity Magazine. This is another amazing video put together. I'm going to have to rewatch this video so that I can jot notes and remember the points that you brought up. You brought up a really amazing point, really amazing points, plural. And as a YouTube reaction channel who is also a baby army, you're giving me a lot to learn. Even outside of me being a reaction channel, like I didn't know about the looping thing, and I didn't know about the volume thing. I didn't know about the adding to queue versus using playlist. That's something new I learned. So I'm learning, and you are really helping out a lot of armies in general. So thank you so much for that. Okay, I will see you guys when I see you. I'm a bit tired right now. The rest of Faye's album is upcoming, don't worry. But until then, thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with me this entire time. Goodbye.